It's no secret home prices are rising all across the state of Texas. Part of it is because the population is booming. The more people moving to Texas, the higher the demand for homes and apartments. And the higher the demand, the higher the prices. Our partners at the Texas Tribune have launched an investigation, a series to look into the problem. And Brandon Formby, the Dallas bureau chief, is here to tell us about that. Why'd you guys decide to look into this, Brandon?
I mean, you hear people talk about it all the time, from officials to just everyday Texans, just how much harder it is becoming to find an affordable place to live. And not just, for people on the low end of the socioeconomic scale, but,
right.
Middle-class Texans too.
And you guys broke it down to specific zip codes of where it's really bad.
Oh yeah, like we wanted to look at the zip code level because it's kind of, when you just look at the city level, that doesn't really tell you everything. There can be some really affordable neighborhoods and some really unaffordable neighborhoods in the same city.
What cities, what zip codes have it worse than other places?
There's a lot that have it worse. One of the biggest things that we actually found is that in communities of color, where a majority of the population are Texans of color, those people are spending a lot more on particularly rent than others. Experts recommend that you pay no more than 30% of your monthly income on rent. And for renters and for communities of color, they're spending way more than that.
Wow. Is any city doing it right? Any city addressing this successfully?
I mean, this is happening all across the state. There's problems in the big cities. There's also problems, like on the outskirts. Take, for instance, Crandall,
right.
75114. People there make slightly more than the typical Texan. They make, on general, $57,000 a year. But a lot of people there are paying 37% in rent. So,
and the cutoff, the threshold should be roughly 30 is what experts are saying.
Right.
Wow. I know Dallas City Hall and other places have been trying to address it, but that a solution just seems far off. This is an economic issue.
There's so many things that go into play here. I mean, there's economics, there's demand, there's rising costs of just building housing. There's transportation costs to take into account. So I mean, it's a really tough thing to tackle just because so many things contribute to it.
And where can readers see this if they want to dive into this as well?
It's on texastribune.org right now, and we actually have it interactive where you can kind of explore different zip codes and see what people are paying in your area and compare that to others.
Awesome. Brandon Formby from the Texas Tribune. Good to see you, man.
Yeah, thanks for having
a lot.
me.
Appreciate
Yeah.
it.